Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to do a video that people have asked me to do repeatedly. If you've watched any number of my videos, you've probably heard me talk about sprouts, in particular lentil sprouts. I've been adding them into my diet for probably close over 2 years now. And I eat them pretty regularly. I generally have sprouts every day. I generally always have sprouts going. And people are constantly ask me when I do it, it's like, how do you sprout? Now I'm going to share today how I do it, my real simple method, which is about as basic as it gets. But I'm just going to share some general fact with you just about any subject in life. Old Jack, if you ask Jack a question, I might know the answer once in a blue moon. If you ask this cat named Google a question, Google knows all the things all the time. Now, I get when people ask questions, like physically ask a question, you know, whether it's posting online or in a comment section. I do understand that sometimes people want somebody's opinion, and there's certain subjects that are opinion. But if it's just how to do something, or if somebody mentions a name or something, dude, you got it right like that at the tip of your fingertips on this marvelous thing called Google. And learn how to talk to your phone. I'm learning how to use Alexa and Siri more to save my thumbs from doing all that. But, okay, the simplest of the simple measures way to do this is, and this is like, you can go on, I buy my lentils. They're black organic lentils. I don't remember the company. Just go on Amazon. I buy them from Amazon. It's a 5-pound bag. I buy a 5-pound bag. It costs about, maybe with shipping, it's like $30. And I have had this particular bag. I'm just about to reorder here soon. I've got this many left. This many left in this little tin, but I'm about to reorder here soon. But I've had this last bag for well over a year. So $30, you can't beat it for the nutritional punch it gets. And I do my sprouting just in simple jars. There's fancier ways to do it, but to get started, I put just a little bit of seeds on the bottom there, and then I pour water, cover them up good. I like to put plenty of water in there, and then you don't really need it right now, but I put the top on there. And initially, when I'm soaking my seeds for the first time and just leaving the water on there, I will leave this for 8 hours. Now, generally, I will do it, or sometimes I'll do it more, because I'll start soaking them before I go to bed at night, and it's usually probably 12 hours. But I'm doing this in the morning, and I will start draining them before I go to bed. But you just fill it with water and let this soak for 8 hours, or let it soak overnight. Now, I've got a batch that is already 2 days underway. I'm shooting more than one video today. I'm shooting this on Monday morning, and this batch of sprouts I started on Saturday evening. So I soaked them overnight Saturday, rinsed them yesterday twice. You're going to rinse these things twice. Okay, like what I will do here, I will, after 8 hours, probably before I go to bed tonight, I will rinse these. I will pour out the water through the strainer. I should have thought this one out a little bit more. I'll strain out the water, and then I will pour some more water in there, slosh them around a little bit, then drain them again. And then what I will do is I will put them, they kind of sit in the side like that, so the sprouts are kind of sitting on the side and draining down like this. Now, in another, probably tomorrow or the next day, when they've sprouted a little bit more, I like to start storing them just straight up and down like this. Just my personal little thing that I figured out, because when they're newer, they seem to drain better like this. And they seem to more of the lentils actually will sprout. But if I flip over about 2 or 3 days into it and leave them upside down like that, they tend to get nice longer sprouts than if I just do it like this until they are ready. So, like I say, after they've soaked for overnight, I will just rinse them like that twice a day. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to let these sit, and I'll come back maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, until these things are ready to go. But this, like I say, these I'm just starting on Monday morning. These were started, this is Monday morning now. These were started Saturday evening. So the whole process is maybe from this to me eating them is probably about 4 days, maybe 5 days at the most. So that's why I just kind of keep batches overlapping all the time. So I'll be back when they do a little bit of growing. Okay, now we have jumped forward to the next day. Now here's those sprouts or those lentils that I soaked overnight. Now I've already rinsed these out, and I will have them upside down or kind of slanted. And this is the second batch that I started about 2 or 3 days ago. And all I do, it's morning time right now. I'm gonna put some more water in there. We put the top back on. I just kind of slosh it around, and then I drain it off. And voila, that's it. And I will do the same thing. You just do it twice a day. I'll do this again this evening with both batches. Now this one, if you remember what I told you yesterday, I like to put them at an angle for a few days, and then when they get big enough, when they start sprouting enough, I will put them just straight up and down. I'll probably do that at the end of the day. In other words, when I rinse them and drain them this evening, then I'll put them just straight up and down, and these things are going to take off over the next day or two. But it's as simple as that. That's why I've always said before, just go to Google. When I first started doing these sprouts, I don't remember things that well, so I think probably the first 8 or 10 times I did it, each time just to remember if I was missing anything or whatever, I'd go to Google and Google how to sprout lentils. But all right, we'll be back. Well, it's the next morning, and the sprouts are coming along nicely. You'll see they expanded quite a bit in the last day. Now, I'm not coming to you every time I rinse them. I rinse them twice a day, as I've told you. I've been coming to you in the mornings. I rinsed them yesterday evening, about to rinse them again, and I have gone ahead and flipped them straight up and down, so that now they'll really take off. So by tomorrow, I'm predicting you'll see quite a difference here. We'll think like maybe something like that, but all I do, just pour some water in. I don't know if that really helps, but I slosh it around a little bit and then just drain it right out. And these sprouting lids, you can get them. You can order them on Amazon. There's a store I go to in Pensacola that's got them. Just look online. Just sprouting lids for mason jars or for ball jars. And that's as hard as it is right there. So we'll come back to you, and they're probably going to be just about ready tomorrow, but we'll see. Okay, now we started, the first segment here was on Monday morning, and this is Thursday morning right now. So this is that batch that I got started. Just initially, remember I put them in the jar and I soaked them for 8 hours starting Monday morning. Then I emptied the water, rinsed them again, and then emptied them again. Then I put them upside down. This is the batch I already had going. Now you see how quickly this stuff expands just in 3 days time, and that's all you do right there. Put it in the jar, put them in the jar, put some of the lentils in there, cover them up, let them sit for 8 hours overnight, 12 hours, whatever. Then you empty that water, pour some fresh water in there, rinse again, then store upside down. And then just do that twice a day. You rinse, put out the water, store upside down twice a day until these things expand. Now what I will do here is I've kind of gotten to where I just take them out of the jar. Probably when I have a smoothie or a salad today, I'll just take a serving straight out of here, and I'll order them again because they'll expand a little bit more. But that's it. That's as simple as it gets. I don't do anything fancy. There's a lot fancier versions out there, and there's a lot fancier equipment, and you can get little machines that sprout them for you and all that kind of stuff. But I just tend to do it the easy way like this. So anyhow, I hope that helps. People have asked. I mean, you might be able to see why I haven't done this type of a video before, because there's not a lot to it. But there you go. That's how you sprout lentils. Totally recommend adding them to your diet. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. See you again soon. Peace.